I'm probably a little bit late here. Hold on. Oh, wow. My desk. All right. Actually, I'm on point. Okay, guys. Ugh. This tripod is being a jerk. Let's get this party started. I don't know. Usually Lex comes on and then adds everyone, which brings everybody to the table, but we'll see how it goes. Her admin powers do a lot for this feed. How's everybody doing tonight? I'm trying to get the comments open so I can hear back from you if you're here. I'm going to get this shared to the gin chats. Fuck it, let's blow everybody up. Come see me. As you can tell, my resolution is a little bit different than normal today because I got a spray tan and it hit a little bit on the dark side. Oh, my water container is a little empty, but we'll get along. I've had some hay fever issues. It says I have a viewer, but it's probably me. Where is everybody? Where is everybody? Huh. New moon in Taurus. I don't know. What do you think of this color? It's a little... So far it's deep, and I'm still getting used to it, but I don't think it's bad. I want to light this candle that fell over. I think it's going to be a bitch. What's up, my beautiful lady? Sorry, Miss Moo. I am trying to get this candle to stay. But my day is beautiful. I, as you know, got my pedicure paid for last night. So I took myself out today and got it. And I upgraded. So I paid a little bit more for a volcano style pedicure, a little bit longer of a massage, and I then took my luxurious little happy ass to the place next door that sells this one sushi that I haven't had since COVID, but I like it because it's hot sushi. It's like fried. I don't generally eat fried foods, but I wanted this like tuna roll, right? So I got out of my normal routine and I did two nice things for myself. I've never had the kind of pedicures with paraffin before, so I did that shit. That's what I did today. So how was your day? What did you eat? Are you happy? Are you satisfied? Are you mooing? Tell me all about it. We were spilling tea in the gin chat, and I wasn't able to focus on that. But there was there's some tea going on around here as well. We've got some Leos stirring up drama as usual in my real life. I mean, it's just really on point. Thai food. Now, what do you get when you order Thai? Tell me about that because I never know what to order. Oh, well, that didn't work out well. Like, is it noodles? Or curry? Very unsafe, but hey. I'm done fidgeting with that. Yeah, Leos, I wish I could unpack this thing with the Leos, but it would be... It's not my story to tell, number one. It's my roommate's story to tell, and she's a Taurus. Her birthday was on Tuesday. Bless her heart. She should have had a nice rest of her week. But her ex is doing the fuckboy thing and acting a fool. Unfortunately, he's got a charming Gemini moon to back it up, but his Leo sun is just miserable. I think he has a Cancer Mars. No, he has a Leo Mars. I'm sorry, because you have a Leo Mars, but you don't wear it badly all the time. I mean, we've had some butt heads with our square, with our Mars square, but it's not so bad that we can't handle it. Pat say, ooh. Curry. I like curry a lot. Which curry? Because, like... I like spicier curries, but I don't know which one is the spicy curry half the time. Give me the look. Like, let's talk about food right now because it is a moon in Taurus, you know. I don't even know what degree it is exact on. Can somebody help fill me out on that? I am a 8-degree Mars in Taurus, and I think my North Node is closer to 20, but I'm not sure. My roommate has a Leo Mars. She is right there. Can you imagine what it's like to wake up with me in the morning? She's trying to be a Taurus over there in the corner, double Libra, and I'll wake up with giant insights and like all this energy and data because I'm a double Gemini that wakes up at 5:25 a.m. every day. 26 degrees. Okay, I don't think I have anything at 26 degrees Taurus. I do have stuff at 25 degrees Aries, though, with the conjunction of Chiron and Mars. I have that. Y'all, look how white my teeth look. Megan, did you actually see it with the lipstick on? Girl. Hi, Mia. Like, okay, so let me explain. Megan, this Taurus in the room with me, looks at me last night out of the tops of her eyes. She goes, I'm going to make you as dark as I can. When I told her I wanted a spray tan. So she mixes up this concoction. And that's what's going on with that. But I bleached my teeth twice this week. Not really planning for being double dark. Because she's a maniac. So this is what we get. Okay, get in line for your cards, everybody. Your sun is at 26 degrees Cancer. That's an interesting degree. Does that I don't know. Does Cancer aspect Taurus in any particular way? Because I'm not mentally thinking about that. What aspect is that? Good to see you, Michael. Thank you. Happy Taurus new moon, and I hope you have a great time. Put up your hands, folks. Whoever wants their oracles read, I'll say my little card prayer. We'll get going. It's been fun to bullshit, though. I love talking about this, like, little things. Little things keep our relationship fluid, you know? We got to keep that part of our discourse going. I got to get to know you guys just as much as you see my face. It's not even fair. It's a sextile. Thank you, Michael. That was helpful. So that's good and sexy. I'm afraid to lean back too far, bro. I don't want to set my fucking head on fire. That would be one hell of a show. Okay, Mia's in line. She's first. And we'll get in everybody else. Okay, I didn't respond to Lex yet on TikTok. I feel bad, but we'll get to that. I'm really bad at responding to reels and stuff lately. All right. So spirit of angels, truth, love, and light, and benevolent darkness, please come into this circle right now and set up a safe parameter for us to enjoy getting some advice and knowledge and insight. Please protect us from any energies that want to be confusing or misleading or mischievous or nasty, so that we can all have energies that's in this circle that's only about our highest good. So let our highest good be influenced and guide me to say the right things. Help me to be able to be concise and clear and very much not confusing myself. Set my ego aside so I can be a clear channel for this time and space and protect my energy while I'm here. Thank you for the gift, and let's have some fun. Definitely let's have some fun. All right. Ovulation advice? Wait. I'm confused, Mia. Do you want to rephrase that? I don't know if you want me to read about ovulation advice or not. Lex is here. Hey, girl. Okay. I'm checking all my notifications because you never know. Sometimes Facebook keeps people from joining and asking questions and participating, so I like to keep my eye on all my stuffs. My nose is like stuffy as hell, and I was thinking yesterday that I was more likely going to get sick, but I think I'm clinging on to, maybe I should just, oh no, that's right. I broke my sinus rinse little neti pot. I smashed it. So I have to start over with that, so I don't have one, and I need to use it. Damn it. Mia, tell me if you need some cards or if you want a specific area of life. I'm here for you. It sounded like you wanted to be first, but I'm just unclear what the instructions are. I'm down to talk about ovulation, though. Make Troy uncomfortable always. Well, usually, just like every other card reading, I just say, what area of life do you want me to read about? And since you're reading about ovulation, I think I might use these herbal cards, because there'll be some nuances that you might want to study after that, because this is the deck that I don't have a booklet for. So you and I both are going to figure out what it means together based on what I can memorize on the cards from my herbal knowledge, what the planetary influences are on the card, and sort of the general overall. So we'll do that. Fuck it. Let's play. I don't want to be a mouth breather, but it's hard to breathe through my nose right now. How's everybody feeling, though? Are you good? I'm tan maxing right now. Can you tell? Troy, what the hell? What's up, Katarina? Nice to see you. Don't you know I like to play? I don't even know what that even means. What did I say to make you say that, Troy? You are a conundrum, my dude. I was just trashing Leos a minute ago, but that had nothing to do with you. What's up, Curtis? I see you lurking. What are you doing out of the jungle? How's everybody feeling? Okay, so first, Mia is getting an oracle card, but how good. I said it right. Well, I kind of took a guess. I am of German-Polish ancestry, so I have some Eastern European influence in my last name. So I kind of read the room of your entire first and last name and tried to take a stab at it. Katerina Dangova, right? Just guessing. All right, so back to Mia. I'm shuffling these cards and I feel like they're getting close to feeling tingly. I like to make sure that they feel tingly just right. Mia, I don't know what direction of ovulation we're going with this, but the cards will. So let's tune into that energy. What can we learn? I got some free oracles. Oracles are free. Tarot readings are for donation only. So it's a choose your own adventure here. How deep do you want to go? Yay, we got it. I love languages, even though I don't speak anything fluidly other than English. Okay, Mia. Let's get your card. This is it. This fucking card is not the card I expected, and I don't think we're going to have a hard time reading this. Okay, Mia. You see that? Ayahuasca is the card for your question about ovulation. This is the assisting, all-encompassing answer for your journey. It's a Jupiter, Neptune, and Pluto plant. Jupiter, Neptune, and Pluto. You see those glyphs? Let's see if we can get that. No. Come on, man. Focus. Anyway, there's Jupiter, Neptune, and Pluto, with Pluto being the largest. So this is a dance, a little walky walk, a psychopomp kind of vibration, but no Mercury involved. Walk into the depths. You have serpents. Let's see what else. An angel, a baby, and I think we were discussing more than just ovulation. Some in the occult chat, I believe we had a baby card come up that everybody was discussing recently. But since this is about ovulation, and there's a child right there gestating in the roots of this ayahuasca tree, she looks like a grandmother. She looks wrinkly on the wrinkly side. There's a panther, like a jaguar in the background, just to give you the whole scope of this card. It's very beautiful. And a DNA spiral. So my channeled message for you is that we have cellular encoded data in our DNA that needs to replicate. Very powerful replication, but it's a journey inward as much as it is outward. And sometimes that DNA is spiritual, so you have to sort of go into this somatic, encompassing entire ovulation, follicular, menstrual, like, oh my God, I'm trying to remember all the phases. So you go from ovulation into luteal, into menstrual, into follicular. I think, and then you go back into ovulation, right? I could be skipping a step. I'm not a doctor. But it's like an inner and outer process. So this is about acknowledging the cycles within. This is about the just sometimes the trip that life is when you're evolving in general, where you feel like you're on drugs while it's happening. And also ritual. Sex is a part of that. Well and truly to cause and catalyze this rebirth experience as well. So life is a full trip in and of itself. Being present with somebody else enough to create new life is a trip. Creating new life in yourself is a trip. And you have these cycles within you at any given time. I just read a article. It was an actual article about this girl who had a coma for like a matter of months, but in her mind in the coma, she was out for 7 years and she was raising a whole family. And when she came out, she was mourning in deep grief because nobody knows who her kids are. Her man doesn't exist. Where, it really gives you a feeling of consciousness and what is a cycle. What is part of the experience? How deep does womanhood go for you? Oh, Mia. This is a clear sign. So this is definitely an inner and outer journey for you, and it seems like you have more shedding of skin to do, as it were, as a part of your cycle. The cosmic egg within you is still getting nourished to hatch, but if this card number is 50, so 50, the card's name is literally Rebirth. So you might have one more death in life cycle, perhaps, or whatever, before you reach a state of ovulation again. But you have a fertility about you that you need to explore your own wibbly wobbliness and play with your consciousness some. There's a perspective shift for you that is not just sexual, it's a full pivot in your life on the edge, on the leading edge of happening, according to this card. This is a big fun card. So you're dying. You're going to experience some major discomfort as well as distortion and an explosion of holding new ground. So prepare to be in foreign territory entirely. You're never going to have been here before. A new birth, a new rebirth, something completely out of your realm. So I would have a soft death ritual, bury some old aspects of your life. If you feel like you need to work with this sacred plant, make sure that happens. Yeah, exactly, Katerina. Can you imagine what a trip? This motherhood thing happens in a soul level. So giving rebirth to yourself is a motherhood thing, as well as reuniting past, present, future, reading the encoding in your DNA, as well as the encoding that will replicate from you further. So you're needing to experience a softness in time and space, and this is sort of a welcome into that. I hope that made sense to you, because this is pretty far out for the first card. Like, it's a gorgeous, all-encompassing thing. So, if you want to take a screenshot, here. I'm holding it for you. Let me know if you get it. I don't know if that's going to be helpful for you in the future, but there it is if you need it. That's fun. There's things, okay, so this Jaguar's like, there's things lurking in you that is not just tied to protection or predatory things. It's like you have this, you can see in the dark. So darkness isn't really dark for you. So maybe this rebirth isn't as scary as it would be for others. That's, I think, the last thing I have to extract from this card. Not bad for not having the booklet to this deck. Very cool. I'd approve this message. Now, who else wants a card? I hope Lex and you are having fun tonight. Why is that dinging? You lost connection? Okay. My pleasure. That's why I keep an eye on my DMs. All right. Anybody else want a card? I'm here for you. Raise your hand. I'm doing free oracles. The tarot is the paid readings. The pattern said I had a sensual month ahead. You'll take an oracle card. What area of life do you want me to live? What oracle card area of life would you like me to pull for? Oh my God, I wish I could speak straight. It doesn't matter how many people are online tonight. It might be a short live reading. But I'm here to serve until it's no longer relevant. We got Marcus in the background. We got a candle burning. What more do we need? I need to buy a new Fitbit, dude. During the career, no problem. This is what happened to my Fitbit during the last Mercury retrograde, which is just heartbreaking, to be honest. Anyway, so career. I'm going to change the deck. Unless you like plants. Do you like plants, Katarina? If you like plants, I'll pull that from that deck. But if you don't speak plant, I'll do a different deck. Music sounds nice. You're a plant killer. All right, no problem. What was the Pisces? I believe that was Pisces season at the very least. It was recently, most recent last Mercury retrograde. So it had to be, yeah, it had to be in Pisces. Stupid. Mm-hmm. Okay. So we're getting a card for you from this other deck that I have that I like. Here. This is for Katarina. Career, please. Yes, yes. All right, this is it. You got the axe, girlfriend. Breakup, separation, stop the pattern, silent treatment, and abandonment. So, I'd say you've got some stuff ahead of you when it comes to boundaries and putting your foot down and making sure you're not leaking energy around your workspace. It seems like there could be, with this card, some colleagues that have gotten too close with you in a negative way that's hindering your ability to perform your job. Or even the fact that this does say silent treatment, and it's giving me a big recollection on the time when I was in my last job at the gym and they took me off the group chat. When I needed to communicate with a bunch of people about how to make my job easier or more clear to others, I was unable to reach them because they cut me off. They gave me the silent treatment and abandoned me. So I'm not trying to bring my personal shit in, but it's just the way my Gemini moon relates to these things to kind of give you a scenario of how this kind of makes me feel. Playing keep away. There's like knowledge. I feel like that's where it's coming from. I don't feel like you're performing the silent treatment. I feel like it's happening to you. You know? Which sucks. What's up, Joshua? Good to see you. Do you want a card? Line up. I'm still reading for Katarina. So, again, with this, there's, I think you might need to leave your job, to be honest. I think it's time to really reassess probably get a deeper reading, to be honest. Get into a conversation with somebody who knows you, even if you can't pay for one. But you don't even have to get a reading from me. Get it from any number of the ASO students for a review or experience if you want. I could recommend some. But you want to deep dive on your alignment and finding out maybe what it is in your own life that you need to cut out as well, because there's a bunch of things that needs to be cut down, not just like the way it's like a dual edge here, because an ex usually has you know, not just one bevel, but two. And it has a pointy end, and it's like all around deadly, generally speaking. So you've experienced some cutoff and abandonment and silent treatments and stuff. So you have to then stop the pattern by then using the same weapon, if that makes sense. So it's a two-sided thing, which is irritating. Good to see you, Josh. Thank you for stopping by. Well, that might be a good reason to, you know, find your way into a reading with any number of persons that can handle your case the way you need it to be handled. But it looks like you definitely need to put your foot down in one area. I would love to help you consider your options. But ultimately, it doesn't really matter what anybody says. You still have the burden of choice. So, what I will say without doing a tarot reading in depth for you is the answer is in your nervous system. So close your eyes. Get into a smooth space where you're almost thinking about nothing. And then think about your options. A, B, C. Spend 30 seconds, 17 seconds, however long in each space of choice. And really feel how your body is reacting to each one. If you have tension in your chest thinking about staying where you're at, that's something to note. If you feel a tingling in your arms and a tingling in your sacral with one option, that's something to take note. If you feel like one makes you feel like jumping up and down because you're excited but it's nerve-wracking, take note. Start to weigh out the quid pro quo, what serves you the most, what is in full alignment with your mind, body, and soul, and move from there. Libra, look, that's why we need each other. That's why Libra and Aries need to talk, because you guys help us see us and we help you see you. That's just how it works. Feel your body. ABC. And keep in mind, I'll say this again. I'll say it till I'm dead. With a Libra, okay? I'll use it like this. I don't have a scales right now, so we'll use this like hood rat earring that I have sitting here. Pretend one scale is over here and the other scale is over here, right? This is technically, pretend this is the fulcrum, and you know we have something hanging off of either side that turns into a scale. You have option A, option B. And you're weighing these things out down here, but you're not really paying attention to this part. This is not only the third option, but probably the most stable thing to focus on in between this and this. Or another way of looking at it is you are stuck between two options, option A and option B. But you forget that you're on The Price is Right, and there's a third hidden door somewhere, and you just need to kind of realize it's an option for that door to show, and then you have a whole new one. But it really takes centering and grounding in yourself and feeling where your nervous system response is. Nobody can make you happy. No job can make you happy. You know, like it can't make you happy. You have to come in happy because that's exactly what makes you feel good. You see what I'm saying? It doesn't do that. Yeah. Test your body. It's in your body. The answers are in your body. After all, this is the Taurus new moon. You have to close your eyes and feel what's in your earthy body. You know? Second house matters are important. Years ahead is cool. That's fine to plan ahead. There's nothing wrong with thinking years ahead, but listen to this though. Rarely these days, since COVID, is anything built to last all that fucking long. You got to really look at what's right for you right now, because you can't dictate ahead of time what opportunities are going to come to you because you're networking in a new space. You know, once you get into a new space, you start to bump shoulders with new people. And those people, I mean, I can't tell you how many times I've gotten job offers while I'm at a job working, you know, and if the right person had come along with the right thing to say, I would have left where I was at. So hopefully I'm making sense. You kind of got to come at it from a very selfish inward perspective, and that can be difficult for Libra energy. That's why Michael and I have a podcast called Me versus We. Like, he's got that we thing covered, that global perspective, that everybody perspective. But I'm very selfish at this stage in my life, which is what an Aries stellium should be. So, I think if I remember correctly, Katerina, you do have some Aries in your chart. I know you got some Gemini at the very least, and that's not going to make it, all that air is not going to make it easier to hone in on this decision. But remember your body. And Bashar says, follow your excitement. And conversely, Abraham Hicks says, what does she say? It's not follow your excitement, it's follow your bliss. I think. That might have been Joseph Campbell. But still, there's this singularity that you reach when you are in alignment and having sort of it feels like a mild Kundalini rising, because you're just so in your body, in spirit, everything's good. It doesn't matter what's happening around you. Bombs could be going off, but you're good. Yeah. I've posted links to it, but it's also, if you follow Michael on Substack, it's on Substack. We also have episodes of it on YouTube, but I need to upload the most recent one onto YouTube. I've been lagging. We're about to record another one too, so I need to get that up there. But they're really interesting and very revealing. Like, we actually break our hearts open a little bit, and it's not something we normally do in our other media aspects. But Michael and I, for some reason, have this great back and forth with an Aries Libra aspect to it. Like, something about it's very 7th and 1st house, and it's really good. So I highly recommend it. But yeah, that's how to find it. It's also on Spotify, Me versus We. It's probably on Apple. I just don't really look there. Anyway, who's next? I'm doing free oracles or tarot by donation. So let's go. So far I've done 2. I've done Katerina and Mia. I was afraid I was going to say that wrong. Maya. I almost said Maya. Is it Maya or is it Mia? I think it's Mia. Wouldn't it be funny if I was wrong this whole time? Mia. Mia. Okay, perfect. Thank you. It says I have 4 viewers, so somebody's going to want a reading. And if nobody raises their hand, that'll be one of the shortest readings I've ever done for ASO ever. Well, it's nice to have you, Eliza. You want a free oracle card while you're here? Let me know what area of life you want looked into, and we'll get a little focus group going. Got some hot tea. I got the newest Trader Joe's, like spring summer tea, which is the citrus berry. It's not bad. Sounds good. What area of life can I help you with? I got some shadow work oracle cards. I got some plant cards with a little astrology mixed in. Just a little bit of everything. We've got some meditation, mantras, some badass affirmation cards that my dad got me. They're adorable. Pick your poison. Or your area of life will dictate to me what cards I use. It just doesn't really, it goes either way. I also have music playing, but I found a way to do it so you guys don't get disrupted. I'm playing Point and Kill by Little Sims. I could do that, just like, so it's a past life, that's the area of life. Not current life, but past life. I can pick up on something. I just got to figure out which cards I want to use. We're going to do this plant card deck probably then, because that'll reach in all realms. What a fun thing. Usually I just like get an area of life. It doesn't have to be a huge phrase at all. And I can build off of that and tap in. Same when I'm reading about people, like lovers. Just tell me their sun sign. I don't need to know anything about the background, whatever. Just help me have a little anchor point, and I got it. Of course, I don't mind listening to people's stories, but, you know, I don't want people to think I'm cold reading, so I'm not trying to, like, require it. You can offer it if you want to. I'm here for whatever, but it's unnecessary. So past life, how fun. I once had somebody ask me, she's a double Virgo with moon conjunct Pluto. So Virgo moon, Virgo rising, moon conjunct Pluto in Virgo. Cancer sun, right? And she goes, why am I here? What is my, like, what is the reason I reincarnated as me? It's like, fuck. What a great question. She's a tarot reader herself, so I was really intimidated to answer that, but I love crows. I love crows down bad. I used to feed them at the gym I used to work at. I had like a whole little murder. I would bring peanuts. They go crazy for peanuts. They do like little hops. Oh, so cute. But I think they see me driving around town and they'll caw. Even though I don't feed them anymore, they kind of greet me. I drive with my windows down. So I'll hear them. Every time I drive by some crows, they go, caw. I'm like, okay, bud. May I see you? And sometimes they'll swoop in front of my car. Like they recognize the car because I used to stand by it to feed them, right? They're smart little burbs. All right, Elisa. Let's go. Let's see what past life insight we can get off this plant card. Remember, I don't have a booklet for this deck. I am just going off of what I know about plants and the planets and using that reference. But I bought this deck off of Temu and we're doing our best with it. Didn't come with a link to a booklet or nothing. Frustrating. But the artwork is very pretty. You got bone knit, bone set. You got comfrey, Capricorn. Okay. And it's also got like a quartz crystal and a wreath. This card is about completion. It's a Saturn card, obviously. So, likely, I mean, there's multiple ways you can look at that. There's a foundational aspect of fixing what's broken. The art is really pretty. So, if this is in regards to a past life, the card number is 32, which adds up to a 5, or, reduces down to a 5. I don't know if that number is special to you at all. But the number 5 is associated with Venus at times. So, I don't know. It's going to be a little elaborate to say, but I feel like you incarnated as a woman in this life to heal some things that have been broken. Your role here is as a proponent to healing something in a deep, structural way. And it's easy to say that your historical reenactments that you do are a poultice on wounds of the past that you do some bone knitting on, bone setting, as comfrey is listed for. It's a beautiful plant in terms of why it's been used for thousands of years, and I believe it has a higher silica content, if I'm not mistaken, but you might want to do your own research about the history of comfrey use. It has been banned by the U.S. government because of concerns over possible, not even fully correlated, cancer concerns. Like, it could cause cancer, supposedly. So they're like, we're not even going to study it. That type of thing. So they don't say to use it, but most of the time when we go against the government recommendations, it winds up being better for us anyway. So I love Venus, love Aphrodite, both of them. But so this is, again, circling back and folding my arms, not because of discomfort, but because of relaxation and brain integration. It gets my hemi syncing going. And it feels uncomfortable to say, but I don't know why. Circling back around this feminine topic, I feel like the past life you was a lot more thoughtless and a lot more it's not even that you were lax about rules. It's that you learned the rules specifically to break them and didn't have a lot of care for why things were the way they were. So I feel like your role today, even with the boning in your corset that you've made, like that type of thing, everything that you do that is structural in your garments, that you perform with your singing, whatever accuracies that you're trying to reperform, I think there's a deep connection in time that you're actually sort of this is why it's weird to say. I feel like you're a nurse in a bridge of time in those moments. When you're in the flow state of your performance of these, not just the reenactments, but of the preparation. Everything food, makeup, stays, foundation clothing, the dresses themselves, the shoes, everything you have to do to reach into the past accurately in the spirit that you do it is an act of nursing a timeline. So I think that's why you're compelled to be this way. I don't really know if you have any Capricorn aspects. Given your age, you probably do in like your outer planets. But your now age, but it just feels like that feminine Capricorn aspect that everybody overlooks is what's being utilized the most in this oracle poll. So I hope that makes sense for you. It is very, like, again, Saturn. So every bit of structure that you have to make touch with in order for it to be historically accurate is very much tied to your sense of purpose and your ability to heal things that are hard set already, right? When you think of bones, it's the hardest thing a human body has in it. It's the firmest. And you can think about that in a metaphorical way, about the hardest states of emotion in a human experience and how that can mark a time and space, an area, a haunting even, like this is all kind of correlated. And I think you're just sort of a timeline nurse with what you do. It's like healing things that have long been set wrong. Like a compound fracture, right? Happened in the area that you do these reenactments. When, Britain and America separated, that was a compound fracture. Something about your work heals some macrocosm of time and space that is necessary to be doing. And it's kind of just oddball strange. But it's your life. It's your lives. Yeah, okay. I didn't mean to dip out on the conversation in general. It's just my sister came over, and bless her heart, she is a talkative. I think she's a Gemini, Moon, Taurus, Sun. Because when she comes over here, I hear about every detail of since the last time I saw her, and she's adorable. But she's like a balloon that has so much tension of air inside her, and it needs to be let out slowly. So she needs to be focused on, and I didn't know she was coming over. She just dropped by. So I had asked you to spill the tea, and I still have to catch up to it. Sorry. I can be slow sometimes. I'm still used to her being more free with her time and available, because she was married up until, a couple months ago. So she was like not around a lot. Is there anybody else that needs their cards read? It's my pleasure, Eliza. I'll come circle back around on the tea that you were talking about. I'm sure, like, it was fun. I saw the text wall and I was like, ooh, as soon as I tried to focus on it, she started talking to me. And I was like, her birthday was Thursday, yesterday. So I'm like, I gotta listen to what you're saying. I can't just, like, have my nose in my phone. She just turned 54. I'm waiting. It says I have one. Wait, no, I have 3 viewers. I know Mia's still here because I can see her little icon. But if anybody else Maybe I'm one of the other ones. If I close that, does the viewership disappear? I can't read my own cards, so I can't be asking myself for any. No, there's other people besides me here. Okay, guys, if nobody wants another reading, I might bounce. Yeah, I was one of the viewers. So there's only 2 here. What's good? Do I hang out? I just opened general chat, and the first thing I see is Joe saying spirulina tastes like river scum. She's not wrong. It very much does. Okay. Nobody's raising their hand for more. I'll see you in chat. Love you too, girl. Good to see you. Thank you for coming. All right. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. If nobody else is like down for a reading, I'm gonna go drink some hot tea and get cozy. It's 5. I feel like there's one person to still read for tonight. I don't know who it is. Oh, well. Okay. Well, it's just me and you now, Mia. And we can always chit-chat somewhere else. So, I love you guys. An hour-long, quick draw reading oracle card session for you guys. Thank you for coming. And we'll talk again. Happy Taurus new moon. I love you guys. Please take care of yourselves. Stay well. Take care of your body. And always make decisions from here out. It's wiser than your brain sometimes. Okay. Bye.